Haven't been too active on the vlog scene lately. I guess I did my rider class, getting pelted by hail a little while back. Other than that, not too much going on. The experience with the rain prompted me to upgrade my air intake. So I'll throw in a couple of pictures of that. Basically, I never liked the air intake that I had, which was the Big Sucker 2. It was just too big for this bike. The extra air didn't give any benefit. It just looked like a big chrome flying saucer on the side of my engine. Never cared for that. So I got the Big Sucker 1, which is more appropriate in terms of size. I got a nice billet cover, and I just think it looks a lot better. But the real benefit is I went with a synthetic filter. What I found out in the rainstorm was I needed a rain sock on my Big Sucker 2 filter. Otherwise, it was sucking in water, and the engine was getting bogged down if I did any more than just like 1/8 of throttle. And to put that rain sock on, you actually had to take an Allen wrench and remove the cover off the filter. It was kind of a pain, especially if you're out in a rainstorm, you know, start dismantling your air cleaner. So the one that I have now doesn't need to be oiled. It's made of some kind of synthetic material. It needs to be cleaned every so often, and that's it. And so it should hold up much better should I ever end up in a monsoon, which I hope I don't. And I also got myself a little rain suit, nothing expensive. Just something to get me through an hour or so if I have to. Economy. Anyway, so those were some fruits of that fateful day. And the rider class was obviously great. And I was riding home on my bike a couple days ago. In the tail end of my ride, I was going to swing into a local store. I was just starting to slow down, to turn off. There were some lines kind of diagonally going across the road in the turning lane. And kind of camouflaged by that was a 2x4 laying across the road. And I just saw it at almost the last moment. And I mean, I didn't even have time to really think. I avoided it, which I was really proud of myself. When you see the video, it doesn't look all that dramatic. But when it was happening, I was so sure I was going to hit that thing, and I just missed it by probably an inch. And the way that board was positioned, it wasn't like I would have hit it totally perpendicular like they have you train for. So it was a very real possibility my front wheel could have slid out or something like that. So anyway, I felt that having the training just completed was definitely something that gave me a little edge there. So that was kind of interesting. But today is magnificent. This is probably the nicest commute day I've had this year. It's August 23rd, I think. It was about 70 this morning, nice and cool. Felt so good. Not a raindrop in sight, which is rare for this year. And I think it's like 79 degrees right now, but it doesn't even feel like that. It almost feels like a fall day. It's so nice and cool. It's really nice to ride and not perspire and stuff like that. So, yeah, just a really enjoyable ride today. So, nothing really major going on. As far as the bike goes, I am thinking about dismantling my front end and taking off my forks and repacking the fork bearings with grease. That's something that you're supposed to do. I thought my manual said 20,000 miles, but some people online were saying 10,000. But I'm coming up on 27,000. So I also read other people that never did it until they got like 100,000 or more miles, and then they just changed the bearings. But a little shout out to DBest1A. I like watching his vlogs. He did a video recently on changing those. It got me thinking about mine, and I realized there was something I missed. So I'll probably put that off until winter, because I just don't feel like losing any ride days if something goes wrong. But anyway, that's going to be kind of involved as far as tear down. Take off the forks, the front wheel, you know, that's a lot. So anyway, I'm kind of thinking about that. But other than that, the bike is just running beautifully. It doesn't need anything. Maybe a front tire next summer. But other than that, it is treating me so well. And that's because I treat her well. So I guess that's all that's happening in my world. I can't believe it's almost the end of August. It really wasn't a very enjoyable summer because of all the rain. But every season is different. You know, we had a great winter in 2015 and a lousy summer in 2017. And who knows what fall will be like. Fall's usually the best riding time of the year around here. So I'm just enjoying the probably short time that I have left before I have to start putting liners in and things like that. It's actually going to be hitting the 40s this weekend, like overnight and stuff. And when you get below 50, that's when I start needing liners in my pants and jacket and stuff like that. So it really isn't a lot of time during the year that I can just go with my summer gear on. Probably only 3 months out of the year, you know, at least when it comes to mornings. So just savoring what's left of summer. That's all for now.